and how you too can help raise money that goes to children's charities. Once Michael, my lovely Michael, has dished out all my wares, don't walk away. Don't you go grab something and go walking off around the halls. The point of grabbing something is you put your nose against this barrier and you listen. So if you got something, come and line up against the barrier, because I've got some news to tell you. Michael, thank you very much. That'll do. Save some for later.
Sorry. Right
then, ladies and gentlemen, so who are the Sporting Bears? Right, who are they? Well, the Sporting Bears is a motor club. It's not a charity. The Bears are like-minded individuals like us who love our classic cars. They've got a passion, enthusiasm for their cars, whether it's a sports car, a supercar, or a classic car. Now, these people, they bring their cars along to events up and down the country, and they use their cars to raise money. Now, this is how it works. This chap here is just about to go out in his Maserati. No doubt. Look at that. It's wonderful, isn't it? It's getting fired up, moved off. Very nice indeed. This is how it works. If you see somebody, see Michael here, Michael, if you see somebody like this walking around the halls today and they are in orange, they have an orange hoodie or an orange top on, this is how you approach them. These are the Bears, remember. It goes a little like this. You give them a very awkward hug. And the reason you do that is because Michael, all the team, everyone you see here in an orange hoodie, not one of them is being paid to be here. All these folks have given up their time, they've given up their money because they put themselves in hotels, they've given up their money because they have to feed themselves over the last few days. They give up everything up and down the country in a pursuit to make children's dreams come true. It is quite astonishing the amount of level these people do in terms of volunteering. So far, the Sporting Bears, the NEC, have raised, you ready? Just for the love of cars, £3.5 million. How good is that? Just this year alone, we're cracking on 250 grand. I think it's going to be a great year for us. But all that money, it doesn't go to pay for Michael's very exclusive and expensive wardrobe. It doesn't go to pay for Michael to stay in a 5-star hotel. He doesn't get a penny of it. All the money gets taken to the chief of the Bears, which is Alan, and we distribute 100% of it to children's charities. I'm also the patron not only of the Bears but of Seesaw Charities, an Oxfordshire-based charity that I had to use because I needed bereavement counselling. They counsel young kids who've got a parent, a sibling on their way to death. This little charity would not exist if it wasn't for the Bears, because they support them at every single event. It's amazing what these people do. And it really is simple for you to get involved. This is how simple it is. See this? This car here, this is Steve. Steve, bring your car forward. Steve's never paid for a single car park in his life. He doesn't need to, because he just drives straight underneath the barrier. Look at him. The one thing I love about Steve's little Lotus Europa, and I've just done one of these, it's ridiculous, isn't it? Look at that car. It comes up to below my waist. Look at that, it's below my waist in terms of height. I mean, you've heard the word GT40, and that's 40 inches high for a GT40 by Ford. This is like a GT36. It's been amazing. This, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do it the proper way. This is a handshake between you and this chap. Sir, what's your name?
My name's Steve.
Ladies and gentlemen, say morning, Steve. Steve, say morning back.
Good morning to all.
So, Steve, I've known you for many, many years. You are a devout member of the Bears. For the audience here, what does it mean to be a Bear?
I was a special needs teacher, and Bears actually helped our school buy playground equipment. I've also been to other places where we've given money out, a bereavement centre for under 5-year-olds, and just to see the faces when we're able to give those checks and see the pleasure that we give to all these charities, you can't put it into words.
It's immeasurable, isn't it? And you take part in the Bears by a very simple act, is because you've got a rather tasty car. You've got a very low-stung Lotus Europa. Now, if these people here are thinking, well, how do I get involved? What do I do? How does the Bears work?
Okay, it's an annual subscription. That subscription goes to cover all our running expenses. You just join, there's a website, all the events are listed on there. You simply put your details of your car in, apply, and it's as simple as that. And then turn up, drive your car, put a smile on people's faces.
Because we're looking for active members right now up and down the country where we run these events, and you too can be a bear. If you've got a car that you think should be sitting in this car park right now, then we want to talk to you. It's really easy to join. Now, Steve is going to be a very busy man today because he's going to take people for a slip sliding ride around the damp streets of Birmingham. The ride, Steve, is for how long and how many miles?
Well, you do 10 miles. It's out on the public roads as well, so we're not doing 15 mile an hour around the NEC ring roads. So 10 miles, it'll cost, in this car, 25 quid.
25 quid, £25. That's the same as a bag of crisps and a bottle of water at the NEC. 25 quid. Or you can go for a drive in a Lotus Europa with Steve behind the wheel and take pictures, take a selfie, make all your friends jealous. And Steve, right, 25 quid isn't enough. I know that isn't enough, not for a ride in this. Of that 25 quid, you put yourself in a hotel, you feed yourself, you have to transport your car here. You put petrol in your car each time you go in and out. Of that £25, how much of it are you going to keep for yourself?
Zero. Absolutely nothing. Every single penny that is raised on these goes to our charities. We get a smile. That's all we get, and the enjoyment.
How good is that, ladies and gentlemen? Why not give him a big round of applause? Absolutely fantastic. And the way it works is so simple. You're in the right place at the right time. All you do is you walk up to that lovely yellow tent, you point to Steve and that Lotus Europa, and you say, I want to ride in that. And they'll say, well, that one is 25 quid. Off you go. They'll load you in the car, you off on your 10-mile jaunt, and Steve will put a smile on your face. And it's the same for every single car here. Steve, thank you very much. You're going to have a very busy day today. I hope so too. Let's bring the next car in. You're going to love this. We're going to go from a little four-banger British sports car that weighs the same as a dry J-cloth or a basket of soup, and we're going to move on to something that weighs a little bit more. Look at this, ladies. Whoa, I love this. This is unbelievable. This is the latest, the greatest from Ford in America. This is the Ford Mustang. It's a 5-litre V8. First up, let's meet the chap who owns it. Sir, what's your name?
My name's Clive.
Everyone say, morning, Clive. Clive, say good morning back.
Good morning.
Right, so Clive, I mean, seriously, you have had one of the best midlife crises anyone's ever had. He has, hasn't he? He's had a proper midlife crisis, Clive. Clive had a choice. See this young man here? He had a choice. He was nearly going to get a belly button piercing and grow a ponytail as part of his midlife crisis, but he didn't. He went and bought himself a 5-litre Mustang V8. But this isn't any Mustang V8. So screw yourself down, you young man. Get ready for these figures. You ready? Get ready for these figures and tell me you're not going to get him to pay for a ride in this car. Steve, Clive, just tell that young man how many Mustang ponies you've got under that bonnet.
We've got 860 horsepower under the bonnet.
You did hear that right, didn't you? You heard that, didn't you? 860 horsepowers under that bonnet. Do you know what that means? If Clive puts his foot down at a standing start, he stops the world spinning and it starts going backwards the other way. That's how much horsepower this car has got. That is ridiculous. Now, this is the hilarious thing with Clive, that he brings it along and he's volunteered to be a bear. Because Clive, how much money do you charge people? And get this, it's a 3-seater, so you can take 3 people in the car. How much do you charge people
This car is £80.
Right, he charges people £80. The reason I say it's hilarious, because it costs £100 in petrol every 10 miles with 860 horsepower. And £80 divided by 3 people, if I was to do the maths, is about 26 quid each to go in a car, probably the most highly powered car you're ever likely to go in your life. Here at the NEC, you'll never ever forget the experience. And when you're out there on the roads, you well, I mean, we have to keep within the law, obviously, but we do explore some of that power.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can get there as fast as you like, as long as you don't go over. And it's pretty rapid. It really is. It's not a red light junkie, if you like, because with 860 horsepower in the wet and 2-wheel drive, it tends to just go nowhere and spin. But you know, once it's underway, it's pretty rapid. It'll get you there quick.
I can't wait for this. This is going to be hilarious. Watching how busy you are today, in and out, in and out, in and out. He will spend 500 quid today on fuel alone, all to raise money for children's charities. So this is a really important part, and this is why we love Clive, why we love the Bears. Of the £80 each time you go in and out in this amazing car, of the 80 quid, how much really, genuinely, because we want to know, how much are you going to put in the fuel tank? How much for putting yourself in a hotel and feeding yourself? How much? Come on, you can't give it all away, come on.
Well, I won't lie, we take 0. We give every single penny to the Sporting Bears and the charities that they support.
How bloody good is that? Why not give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? What a hero. What a hero. And we're told not to rev these cars, but Clive. No, Clive, I'm giving you full license to give this car a little rev as it leaves, just because you watched the mass exodus when I finished talking to people going to book a test drive in this. It'd be hilarious. Come on. Hit the panic right there, and I kind of like that. See? Good feeling, isn't it, eh? You, young man, what did you think of that?
Good.
It's not bad, is it? 860 horsepower. If your mum or dad or whoever has got like a little Toyota Yaris, a 1 litre car, that's 9 of them. 9 of them, that is. It's unbelievable. Right, here we go. Now this, everyone knows how much I love a Porsche. I'm a Porsche nutcase. This man happens to be holding on to my future car rather awkwardly because that is as good as it gets for me, in that colour with oxblood leather interior. A 911 Turbo S is just as good as I could possibly get a car. That is insane. So first and foremost, you can take the smug look off your face, okay, because you got one. We know you got one. So just tell us what it's like.
It's phenomenal, actually. It's just like an upholstered go-kart. Really luxurious, but it's so quick off the line. Very, very, very safe in the wet and in the dry. But today in the wet, this is a perfect car.
I love that. It's an upholstered go-kart. It really is. I mean, we could go through some figures if you know them, but 0 to 60 in this car is a rather rapid
2.5 seconds.
Did you hear him? Did you hear that? Did you? How many seconds did he say? 2.5. Should we try counting it? 1, 2, license. It's gone that quickly. That's how quick this car will go from 0 to 60. Top speed, we're never going to... Top speed is actually 70 miles an hour in this car today. But there is nothing in the law, nothing written in the law that says you can't go from 0 to 70 miles an hour as fast as you can get there. And no doubt you'll experience that if you go for a ride in this. You, sir, are one of life's beautiful people. Oh, first up, we never introduced you. What's your name?
I'm Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, say morning, Nick. Nick, say good morning back.
Good morning, everyone.
So, Nick, you're one of life's beautiful people. You got yourself a nice car.
2. I've got a DBS Superleggero I had last year.
Jesus Christ almighty, nobody likes a smart ass. Right, so you got 2. Right, so you got 2 nice cars. But you decided, I've got nice cars. I love my cars. I love driving my cars. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get an orange hoodie and I'm going to join the Bears. What does it mean to you?
For me, it's about sharing the cars. I mean, I know some people like to just put them in a field and look at them. I just like to drive them with people and meet new people and really understand what they understand about cars as well.
is phenomenal. It's such a great thing to do. Now, this is the big one. Okay, quite possibly the most iconic sports car on the planet, a Porsche 911 Turbo S, a car that I would dream to own one day. How much? Oh, can you take 2 people in the back?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
You can get 2 people in the back, so 3 people. How much is this going to cost me? Because I'm having a go.
70 quid.
Shut up! 70 quid? You're kidding? 70 pounds. That's a hamburger, a bag of crisps and a can of Coke at the NEC. 70 quid? Jesus Christ, that's just what they charge you to park your car here. 70 quid. That is an utter bargain, sir. You're going to be a busy man today. Of that 70 pounds, clearly you have a gardener that does your lawn. How much do you keep of that money so you can pay your gardener?
Nothing at all.
So of that 70 pounds, how much of it do you give to us, the Sporting Bears, so we can distribute towards children's charities?
70 quid.
How good is that, ladies and gentlemen? Why not give them a big round of applause? You, sir, are amazing. We love you. Thank you very much. Let's see him drive away in that sublime Porsche 911. Now this will be my last one, and I've got to be very quick because I've got to get on the live stage. So this will be my last one. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the wonderful Lotus. This is an Esprit Turbo SE, not many of these left. Hand-built cars, wonderful. What's your name, sir?
Simon.
Simon, everyone say morning, Simon. And Simon said good morning back, he beat me to it. What a wonderful looking thing. So tell us a bit about your car, Simon.
So, like you say, it's a Lotus Esprit Turbo SE, 1989. I'm only the 3rd owner from new, just 53,000 miles on the clock, and I've had it a couple of years, and I absolutely love this car.
I love that. I absolutely love it. I love the fact that he said it's done 53,000 miles. At the end of the day, it'll have 55,000 miles on it, because you're going to be a busy man. If people, because it is a selfish purchase, this one, there's only 1 seat for somebody to go in, so it's quite selfish. If somebody wanted to go for a ride with you for 10 miles around Birmingham, how much is it going to cost them?
£30.
Shut up! No, it's not enough. We could get much more than that. 30 quid. It's 2 bottles of water at the NEC. They're 15 quid each. 30 quid.
Yep, £30.
You nutter. 30 pounds. How good is that? And all of that 30 pounds you're going to give to the charities, yes?
Absolutely, yeah.
Every single penny of it, and that's why we love you, sir. That is why we love you. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Simon. How good is that? So, all you need to do is you need to point to a car, see a car, love a car, desire a car, walk up to the yellow tent, go and see anyone in an orange hoodie, and they will tell you how much it's going to cost you to go on that 10-mile ride. Remember, every single penny you give for that ride, every penny of it is going to go to support children's charities. And we, the Bears, we thank you from the bottom of our heart. It's the only chance you can get to come to a motor show where you see cars on carpet, but actually get to ride in the cars as well. So really enjoy the experience. Have a fabulous day, everyone. I'm going to be over on the live stage, which is in the corner, in just 3 minutes' time. 2 minutes, oh yeah, in 2 minutes or in 5 minutes time I'll be on the live stage opening the show. And please don't forget, it's really important, 11 o'clock, we bring the hall down to a standstill, to silence, a deafening silence, where we pay respects to our fallen on Remembrance Sunday. And I would urge, and this is very important, I would urge anyone who is a serving member of the armed forces or who has served in the past, please come and join me on the live stage in the corner. If you're a member of our frontline services, an NHS worker, if you're a policeman, if you're a fire officer, please come and join me on the stage. We would like to show our respect to you by bringing the halls to a silence for 2 minutes at 11 o'clock. In the meantime, have a brilliant rest of the day. I look forward to seeing you all around the show. See you over in the live stage. Ta-ra!